Hello, everyone, and welcome to the podcast. I am your host, Granite A. Miller, and it is very nice that you're here today. And we are back after a little hiatus. We are happy to be back and be with you. So, thank you for joining us today. So, today's segment, we will have a book review, and then we're going to have Charlie Cleanwell on the show for a little bit. So, stay tuned for him. All right, today the book review that we're going to do is one of my books, and of course the purpose of the podcast. Um, and it just released. This is the one I was working on. It's a Detective Shiokawa murder mystery, and it's called Forest of the Titan. So I'm going to put this up on the screen. So this is the second in my murder mystery series, which tend to hover on um, the real and the supernatural. You know, these, if you remember the old TV show Kolchak, which the Night Stalker, which he was a reporter, and of course there was always some type of supernatural thing going on with the murder that he could tell, and it's kind of along those lines that these murders that they investigate have a little bit of a supernatural thing going on with them. And so in this book, the team of Detective Shiokawa from Japan and his friend here in the United States, Lieutenant Jones, head up to Buffalo, New York, to the Seneca Nation, where they are investigating a homicide under some suspicious circumstances. And so they're taking a look at motives and the people who are persons of interest and et cetera. And finally, at the end, there is the big climax where they get the killer, but also there is a monster. There is something that is there. It's tangible this time. If you remember in the first book, I kind of made it was, there were witches in it, but they were never really seen, or, it was just kind of like, were they real and all. This book, yeah, there's a real creature. I'm not going to spoil it. So, but yeah, so I hope you enjoy it. This book took me a little longer to write. I was able to, when I went on my vacation with my wife, I was able to write a good chunk of it while we were on the boat, which was actually kind of fun because I would go to these places like the like a bar or lounge, but I would go in the morning, early in the morning, and well, of course nobody was there, and I would just write a ton. And it was neat because the employees would walk by and they would like give me a look. What are you doing? I'm there. I'm just, pounding away on the keyboard. And I told them, I'm writing a book. And so it was kind of nice. And it was nice because it was quiet, I really, because everybody else was out, outside jumping in the pool or, sunbathing or something like that. And don't get me wrong. My wife and I did have a good time, but there was also, when she just wanted to lay out of the pool and I wanted to engage myself with something, I just, like I said, I found a little cubby hole and crawled in there and got to work. Um, so that's the Forest of the Titan. Hope you get it. It's on Amazon. You can get it for Kindle relatively cheaply. You want the paperback? It's like under $15, so not gonna break the bank. And we would really appreciate your support. So thank you very much for watching. And next up, we got Charlie Cleanwell, and he's back from the Death Star, so he'll be joining us here. Thanks a lot, everyone. Cheers. Hey, everybody, it's me, Charlie Cleanwell, back from the Death Star. That's right. I'm on a little bit of a sabbatical. Worked real hard up there, and anyway, it's nice to be back on terra firma, back on the good old planet Earth, and it's good to see y'all. So, I've got to come back. A lot of people are like Hey, how can you work for the Empire? You know, it's so evil. Oh, it's so evil and bad, big bad Darth Vader and Emperor, and with the fingers and whatnot. So, but I just got to tell you, what's wrong with the Empire? I don't see what's wrong with it. I mean, look, sure, 1% of everything is owned, right, by people within this 1% category. All right. So they got all the wealth, they got all the money. They're in the club and you're not in it. Okay. Big deal. What's wrong with ignoring the poor and limiting education, right? I don't see anything wrong with it. People don't need health care. That's why they're out in those all the planets scattered around, living. I watch those movies. You see them. Like everybody's wearing dirty clothes and stuff like that. So, what's wrong with it? Scaring all the people into supporting policies that are not in their best interests. I don't see anything wrong with that, right? That's what the empire does. It's a, it's a good thing, right? And you got one family. You got one family who controls everything. Yeah, it's nice and neat and tidy. I like it. That's why I like the Empire. That's why I support it. That's why I work for it. I'm custodian, but it's a good job. It's an honest job. You know, I got to tell you though, I don't like cleaning up Darth Vader's mess when he gets into one of his Padme uh, things, but outside of that, it's a good job. Okay, enough of that. So, what? Wait a minute. Hold on a second. I'm getting a call. Well, I'm gonna just take a look here. It's my little phone. Let me just see who's on the phone here. Beep.
Hello, it's me, Batman. And the reason I'm calling is because there's some rumors going on about my relationship with Robin. And I just want you to tell you that these rumors are completely false. Okay? It's a normal man boy relationship. Alright? There's nothing going on between Robin and me. And these rumors are just terrible. And I want them to stop.
Now uh, look, Batman. You can try to you know what goes on in the Wayne Manor goes on in the Wayne Manor. We don't care, right? Your relationship with Robin is between you and him. We don't bother. I mean, yeah, it's a little strange that Robin left your household and became Darkwing, right? Complete change of his character for whatever reason. We don't need to know that. So, but okay, go ahead.
Thing is that, the Batman likes girls, and I've been trying to go on a date with Wonder Woman, but she won't go on a date with me, and she keeps saying that she doesn't date superheroes that don't have any superpowers. But I told her, I go, well, then why'd you go on a date with Iron Man? He has no superpowers.
You don't have any superpower, right? You're talking this deep voice, and it's kind of sounds like me, but you don't have any superpower. And comparing yourself to Iron Man, come on, Iron Man, Tony Stark, he may not have any superpower, but he's got a superpower if you know what I mean. So don't compare yourself with him. Goodbye. I'm hanging up on that call. That was Batman trying to steal the show here. All right. If you enjoyed this segment, I sure did. Cracked myself up a couple times. Hit like and subscribe. And we'll see you again soon. Charlie Cleanwell, over and out.